Hi, and welcome back to the Oil Well with me, Nick Dax. This is part of the Thriving Oils community, where we are passionate about educating and inspiring people to use essential oils to help support their health and well-being. Now, this can be physical, mental, emotional, or even spiritual. Now, today I want to do a little make and do. I want to show you how you can use these oils to make really beautiful, non-toxic products that you can use in your beauty regime or even your household. Today it's about beauty regime, and there is a reason why I'm doing this. Not just because I love it, but I would say that the single biggest hurdle for anyone coming into these oils is the cost. You see, we have for years been able to pick up what we thought were essential oils in the high street shops, the health food stalls, online, for just a few quid. So when we start learning about real quality therapeutic essential oils, it takes us a little while to understand, I suppose, that there is a cost involved to that. These are high quality therapeutic oils that Young Living produces with incredible health constituents, things that really benefit us. But we're reluctant maybe to pay for that because, let's be honest, we've had an NHS system, and if we ever feel ill, we can go to them. But actually, this is about empowering you to do things for your own health. And that's not just about when we get sick, it's actually about what we put on our bodies, because we absorb so much through our skin. And I've already spoken on another video about the toxins in our environment, and this just fits with this kind of, I don't want to say toxic free living because there's toxins everywhere, but it's certainly us being more mindful of toxins and doing what we can to eliminate them from our immediate area. Now, when it comes down to the cost, yes, the oils are pricey, but let's talk about our skincare routine. I suppose this is going to be for most women out there, although I know that men also have a skincare routine. But women, I would suggest that a lot of you have had a skincare routine for many years, and you've probably been loyal to a particular brand. Now, in a skincare routine, what might you do? You might cleanse, you might tone, you might use a face serum or an eye serum, and of course we moisturize. Now, I have spent most of my life just washing my face with soap, but I did hit the big 4-0 and decide that it really was time that I followed some sort of routine. And I did start buying products from a company where I could cleanse, tone, had serum and moisturizer. Now, actually, it was quite a nice company. It was one that was quite clean, but the point was how much I spent on that package. I think it must have been in the region of about £120. The eye serum alone, I'm sure, was about £40. So when we balk at how much the starter kit is, which I think is £139 for the 12 oils, the Ningxia Red, the diffuser, we balk at that, but I want to show you what you can do with those oils. And I want you to see how actually, if you incorporate the oils into your life, you can save yourself money in other areas. So today, we are going to make a cleanser and a toner. And I love these products. I use them every day. Now, the reason that I liked the company that I bought my products from before was because they were faff-free. I am not very good at using lots of cotton pads and wiping off, wiping on, and all of that. I only started using these products because I could just fit them into my shower routine and my morning routine. So the reason that I liked this cleanser that I was using was because you just literally used it like a soap. You washed your face with it. Well, I was like, yeah, I can do that, that's brilliant. It doesn't use any cotton pads, so environmentally it's much more friendly. So I've come up now with my foaming cleanser. Now, I just use this as my morning and evening face wash, and in fact my kids do as well, and it's brilliant. Their skin has been much better since they've used this as well. So what do we need for the foaming cleanser? Well, first of all, one of the pump bottles which foams things up, okay? So the bottle itself obviously is just plastic, but it is the pump dispenser that is the thing that foams it up. Now this one, as I said, is plastic. You can get these in lovely glass bottles as well, so it's entirely up to you, okay? And the wonderful thing about these things are you're not going to bin these at the end. You are going to reuse these. So making your own products is actually brilliant for the environment as well. So we are ticking the boxes, okay? So that's what we're going to put our foaming cleanser into. And we are going to start really simple, so cheap as well. We are going to start, believe it or not, with chamomile tea. Now chamomile is superb for the face anyway. It is soothing. So rather than just using a sort of distilled water, I've brewed some lovely chamomile tea. And we're going to just measure some chamomile tea out. These are brilliant. These are just cups that have got measurements on them already. This is in cups, as it were, and it needs 3/4 of a cup, which is 175 millilitres. Okay, so I'm just going to pour into here 3/4 of a cup of chamomile tea. Brilliant. Now into that, we're going to put some liquid castile soap. I've used this before on the foaming hand soap. Now, I buy mine in bulk. You do not need to get one quite as big as this. They come in 500ml bottles and a litre bottle. But because I do so much with it, this is so much more affordable. I mean, buying this and then just measuring out what we need, you're talking about pennies in terms of the cost. We only need for this recipe 1/4 of a cup of castile soap. 1/4 of a cup is about 50 millilitres, okay? So I'm just gonna measure that, can't do this one-handed. Measure that, and again, just add it into the mix. I'm sure somewhere I did write down how much these things cost. I can't remember, but honestly, pennies, absolute pennies. Okay, now because this is for our face, we're gonna add a little bit of oil in there, and I don't mean essential oils, I mean sort of carrier oils. This just helps with moisturising. Castile soap is brilliant because it's completely natural, it's got no dyes in it or synthetics, but it can be a little bit drying. So in this bottle here, I've just got sweet almond oil. Of course, you could use your jojoba oil, avocado oil, fractionated coconut oil, whatever. I'm just giving a little squirt, okay, so that we've got, I don't know, 1/2 teaspoon or something. Again, it's not an exact science, all right? And the other thing that we're going to add, the final thing, is a bit of vitamin E. Vitamin E is superb for the skin, but we only want a few drops of vitamin E, and the way that I do it is literally just take my vitamin E capsules, and I'm going to just snip off the top and squeeze in the few drops. So just literally squeezing out the capsule. All right, that is all you need, apart from your essential oils. And this is where you get to choose, you get to personalize your product. Now, if I was doing this for myself, I would choose frankincense. Love that, so good for the skin. Lavender, another absolute brilliant one for the skin. It's got frankincense and lavender there. And I would add in geranium, okay? Geranium is particularly good for older skin. I know, hard to believe, my skin is older. Now for my children, I tend to put in tea tree or purification. Now purification is the one that comes in the starter kit, and it has got tea tree in it. It's great for sort of antibacterial properties, and obviously on younger teenage skin that is prone to breakouts, that is much better. And if you've added to your oil collection and you've bought tea tree oil, you might want to just use that on its own, okay? So into this, I don't know, again, it doesn't matter how many drops really, it's up to you, and it's up to how the product smells really. I'm just going to maybe put 5 or 6 drops of each. It's only for sort of 250 ml of product. So just drop in your oils. If you find it's not quite as potent as you would like it to be, add a few more drops, you know. That is, I say, the beauty of making your own products. So I've gone for good old frankincense, lavender and geranium. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to give it a little stir. Good. That is your cleanser. Done. All you need to do is pop it into your bottle. It isn't the most appealing colour, as my children told me. Oh, Mum, looks like it's like a bottle of wee. Thank you. That's the chamomile tea. And remember, if you haven't got chamomile tea, don't panic. You don't have to use tea as your kind of water base. You can just use water, okay? And it'll still be doing you loads and loads of good, obviously. Okay, that is your cleanser. Now, the only thing of real expense there is the drops of essential oil. And you can actually cost out per drop if you want to. But honestly, a couple of quid, I would say, even with the essential oils in. You just use it like your foaming soap. Wash your face with it. It removes your makeup, and it's just brilliant for cleaning your skin. Okay, toner. I use a little spray bottle for my toner, but believe it or not, this also begins with T. Now, for my toner, I use hibiscus tea. I know it sounds terribly middle class, I'm so sorry. But it's really, really high in vitamin C content. And it's the most amazing colour. I bought, because hibiscus tea wasn't something I just had lying around in the cupboard, I bought a small packet online. This was organic hibiscus tea. I've made so many toners, and you can see I've got stacks of it left. So you're looking at a teaspoon of hibiscus tea soaked in water. I'm going to put it in here so you can see the colour. Okay, gorgeous, vibrant, pinky red. Don't worry, it does not dye your face. Okay, I'm just going to get my little jug so that I can measure it a bit better, I think. Okay, so for the toner, 175 ml, again, 3/4 of a cup of the hibiscus tea, which is pretty much what I've got here, actually. Look at that. Right, so pour that in. That is your base. Now you're going to add into this a little bit of witch hazel, which in itself can actually be used as a toner. A lot of very basic plain toners are a witch hazel base. So again, just buy these online, Amazon, Google it, get big bottles of it. It's not vastly expensive. And actually we only need about 30 millilitres of this. So that's like a couple of tablespoons. So pop that in. And the other thing that I'm going to add into this is vitamin C powder. Again, I bought it online. It's a small packet. It was, I don't know, maybe about £8 or £9 for this. But again, you know what? We are going to use so little of it, about half a teaspoon. So we'll just measure out half a teaspoon. Now, vitamin C is brilliant for the skin. It brightens and tightens, which can't be a bad thing when you get to my age. Half a teaspoon of vitamin C. That's it. Only now your essential oils, and of course that is entirely up to you. There's so many oils that are good for the face. Some of the really expensive oils are superb. You might want to use those more in a moisturiser than a toner, but you know, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, rose, jasmine, neroli, all got wonderful qualities for the skin. Carrot seed oil, not one that I've used a lot, but very good for scarring. So if you've had acne as a younger person and you're aware of sort of marks on your face still, carrot seed oil is meant to be particularly good at reducing the scarring. Same with frankincense, actually. You can use some of the citrus oils because they do brighten and tighten. Be careful though, because they're photosensitive. So remember, if you go out into direct sunlight, they can react. I would think that a squirt of toner is not going to do too much damage because you're probably going to moisturise on top of that. So actually, it's not going to be really, really strong, but it's always good just to stay safe. Now in mine, I'm just going to use bergamot. No, that's purification. I'm going to use bergamot. Again, there's this little citrus tang to this one. It's quite good for the skin. I'm just going to put in sort of 5 or 6 drops of bergamot, and of course I'm going to put lavender in with that. So those are my 2 oils, but honestly, you could do anything that you wanted to. And then you give it a stir. Now the reason, as I said before, that I liked the company that I originally bought from before I got into Young Living, it was the faff-free routine. I'm not very good at sitting in front of a mirror and taking ages. This toner, you just spray on and it just soaks into your skin, it sort of evaporates, whatever. You don't need to wipe it off. So again, much less waste. And then very carefully, just pour your liquid into whatever spray bottle you've got. Spray bottles, again, you buy them in packets of sort of 4 or 6, and you can use them obviously for all sorts of sprays. Lovely. And then the only thing that you now need to do is label your products. Now, as I said to you, the cost of skincare routine from any of the sort of the big well-known skin companies is significant, and women do spend a lot on that sort of thing. Okay, so there you have it, your cleanser and toner. If you think about how much women have spent in the past on their skincare routine, I think you will agree that these are going to be much more cost effective. And if you can invest in the oils and use them to make products like this, you're going to realize how valuable the oils are, but actually that you can budget for them if you really want to. You just got to be prepared to maybe do a little bit of make and do, as we've done here today. Well, I hope you have fun going off now and making your own products. Do let me know how it goes by commenting below. If there's anything in particular that you want to see on my videos, then obviously make a comment. And in the meantime, please like, share and subscribe. I will look forward to seeing you on the next video very soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.